Hi guys, YSO256 here, and we're back with another video. Today we're going to be covering what I think is an interesting part of the movie version of the Chamber of Secrets movie within the Harry Potter franchise. Which part am I talking about, I hear you ask? Well, if you recall, at the end of the movie, Lucius Malfoy is tricked by Harry Potter into freeing his house elf Dobby, and he then points his wand at the boy and says Avada. Now, as much as I am not a fan of this alteration to the movie from the book's perspective, I've always pondered what might have happened if Lucius Malfoy had been able to follow through and kill Harry Potter. What might have happened? Well, let's find out together and see what might have happened. So, we begin things just like they do in the original timeline, where Lucius Malfoy has been tricked into freeing his house elf Dobby via the hands of Harry Potter. He is outraged at losing his house elf, and before Dobby is able to stop him, he's able to point his wand at Harry Potter. With rage pouring through his heart, he cries, Avada Kedavra! And with a mighty green flashing light coming from his wand, it sports Harry Potter in the chest. He falls to the floor and doesn't get up. He is dead. Dobby then stares at his former master and shouts, How dare you kill Harry Potter! Lucius Malfoy then stares down at his former servant, and without any sympathy upon his face, he instantly kills the house elf. Having gotten his revenge, he then leaves Hogwarts, but little does he know that by killing Harry Potter, he has also gotten another piece of his master Lord Voldemort's soul destroyed. A few hours later, Dumbledore arrives upon the scene, grabs Harry's body, and cries for him to wake up, but he doesn't. Dumbledore is outraged at this act of evil and informs Snape to locate Lucius Malfoy and inform the Ministry of Magic about his evil act. Snape obeys these orders. Dumbledore then does two things. Firstly, he takes Harry's body to the hospital wing, places him in a bed to lie down, and closes the curtains so his body may be at peace. The second of these is a lot harder for him to do. He must tell Harry's friends that he is dead. Ron and Hermione are saddened by this. Ron is outraged at the evil act that Lucius Malfoy has done, and is shocked to find out his best friend is dead. Hermione, on the other hand, is distraught and bursts into tears. She then says, I never got to tell Harry. Ron is confused. Tell Harry what, Hermione? He asks, but he's nervous to hear her answer. She then continues, How much I loved him! Ron then nods sadly. He understood what she meant by this. He realised that she, Hermione, had always wished to be Harry's girlfriend, but because he had died, she would sadly never get to do so. The two friends of Harry then inform Dumbledore that there should be a funeral held in Harry's honour. They also state that this should be held within the ground of Hogwarts. Dumbledore agrees with their request, and he then goes to make arrangements for the funeral. Meanwhile, Snape has located Lucius Malfoy to his family's estate. He was also informed the Minister for Magic, Fudge, about Harry Potter's death at the hands of Lucius Malfoy. Auras were then sent to surround Lucius's manor, and he is then arrested, placed on trial, and sentenced to life in Azkaban prison. A few days later, the students, staff, house elves, and ghosts of Hogwarts are gathered in the courtyard for a funeral which is held in Harry Potter's honour. It was a heartfelt and emotional afternoon. At the end, Dumbledore placed his wand at Harry and sent it into a silver coffin. However, Before he places the lid upon it, Ron, Hermione, and Ginny approach him whilst he's at the coffin and ask if they may say a few final words. Dumbledore says they may do so as they please. Ron is first to speak. "Gonna miss you, mate. Sorry you had to die like that." He says this whilst tears are bursting down his blue eyes, whilst he's holding his sister's hand. Ginny then says, "Goodbye, Harry. I'll never forget how you saved my life." Hermione is last, but she doesn't speak at first. She slowly walks up to the coffin and gently places a gentle kiss upon Harry's lips. "Goodbye, Harry. I will always love you." And when all was said and done, Dumbledore then placed the lid upon the coffin and buried it in the Hogwarts grounds using magic. With tears falling down his face, he then quietly says, "Farewell, Harry Potter." Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.